I have survived another 100 days in Minecraft Elden Lands, and in this episode I will be exploring more of the map, getting rich and taking on my first boss battle. I started this episode off by consulting my map of the map. This one. I grabbed my Bugatti and I set off to the city in the desert. Ooh, that was actually easier to find than I thought it would be. Ran. Who names these cities? And after arriving in Ran, I parked my Bugatti and it was time to plunder. I mean, there's no good way to say this. It was time to borrow. Borrow things from the villagers. And luckily for me, there was a lot of things to borrow. I then decided to give the city mine a visit as well. But first I had to use my wit to trick the guard. Are you a miner? I don't remember ye. Yeah, I am. Then go down into the mine and don't forget to put on a helmet and... Well, that was easy. I then proceeded to mine all the iron and gold before turning my attention back to the villagers. Hello. Good night. And finally, it was time to turn my attention to the town hall. But I found something unexpected. What the hell is... While I was down here, I decided to do some smelting of all the things I had mined. Yo, you gonna... You know... I can pay.
Few inches later.
I then decided to parkour up the tallest building in the city, which in hindsight was a terrible, terrible idea. Ooh, a totem. This was a great idea. I don't really know how to get down from here. Hold up. And after making my way down in true Assassin's Creed style, it was time to commence the next part of my plan. I made my way to the ash biome with the hope of finding diamonds. This looks promising. And after venturing underground, I found them. All in all, I have found 14 diamonds, which was a good start, but it was not enough for a full set of diamond armor. So I decided to make my way back to the cities and villages to attempt a different strategy.
1 hour later.
What is going on here? Okay, I have hatched a plan, pun intended, to become rich, and it involves the wheat over here.
Several bad puns later.
This was a terrible plan. It's so loud. I'm gonna have to turn this down in editing. Essentially, I use the seeds from the wheat to get lots of chickens and then sell the eggs from those chickens for gold, which I will use to buy diamonds. Okay, I have a feeling this should be enough to buy the diamonds we need. And with that, it was time to make my way to Cobblehelm to buy my diamonds and to make my diamond armor. Okay, I may have severely overestimated how expensive these diamonds were. I really did not need to stay in that chicken hell for as long as I did. And after getting all the diamonds that I needed, it was time to make the armor. And there we have it. And after traveling back to Foxwoods, it was time for some enchanting and a costume change. I had spent hours gathering XP to enchant the armor and my sword. Finally, it was time to check myself out for a bit, cry about how long this took, and then set off and continue the storyline. I set off with my horse across the oceans and mountains to find the lair of my worst enemy. A guy with an unnecessarily weird name. Huh. So that's where my horse went. And after a few minutes of searching, I found the lair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hey yo, why are they killing my horse? I quickly dispatched the few enemies that were lurking outside, and then headed into the cave. I wasn't actually sure this was the right place, but after dispatching a few creepers and skeletons, I reached the first room. This looks quite nice. Now this book had 29 pages, so I decided not to put it in the video, but if you want to know what it says, I suggest you check out the map. I'll link it down below. And with that, I entered the cave to take on the first boss battle. I'm guessing that's where the boss is, so we have to make our way around. Oh, considering I have diamond armor, these guys hurt. This doesn't look suspicious at all. And after making my way through the dungeon, looting up and killing outlaws, I had finally reached the final boss battle. Our boss Mudak, he keeps elytras in his chest. Just think, elytras. These are real angel wings. Mudak says he took them from a traitor from our gang when he decided to run away. And with that, it was time for the final, epic boss battle. Look who's here. I didn't think you'd have the courage to come here. You are a brave guy. I respect that. What are you hoping for by coming here? Stop hiding, Mudak. Come out and fight. Uh-oh, not good. Is that it? Why is the music still playing? Okay, I may have gone a little bit overboard on the gear. So after getting my elytra and waiting for the overly epic music to stop playing, it was time for me to make my way out of here. But this dungeon had one last surprise for me. Have I mentioned that I hate parkour? I hate parkour. I really don't like this. Okay, if I miss this jump, I am dead. Oh, thank God. You did it. I've been watching you, and you seem to be a good fit for us. Listen, you have elytras, right? You creep. I'm sorry, who are you? Call me Blackhood for now. I'll tell you everything later. So you have elytras. No, I don't need them, and I'm with good intentions. I want to hire you for a responsible job. Well, that's reassuring. Okay, let's see what he wants us to do. So he wants us to climb the copper tower between Windbug and Foxwoods. Oh, and he's giving us money. And just like that, after the most difficult boss battle of my life, and definitely doing the parkour on my first try, I had completed the dungeon, and it was time to continue the quest. So I made my way back to Foxwoods, which had at this point become my central base of operations, and it was on my way to the Copper Tower. But I'm afraid that's all we have time for in this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Tune into the next episode where we will continue with the storyline.